What's up, guys? My name is Sunny Lippincott, and I'm a certified professional life coach.
And I'm Lauren Whitehurst, and I am a certified personal trainer and certified nutrition coach.
That's a lot of words we are.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
We are Whole Life Vitality, and we wanted to, come and kind of explain who we are, what we do, what we are passionate about, what we care about, and just explain it in detail to you guys.
Yeah, we believe that wellness is a mind-body-soul connection. It's all part of one big thing that you can't have one without the other. So we actually have a third. She is a counselor, and she's amazing. Her name is Angela Salyers, and she will be here with us another time when she is back in town. But we believe in whole life vitality of the mind, body, and soul. We teach you how to work with your greatest assets, which are your body, your immune system, your emotions, and your spirituality to thrive as your happiest, healthiest, and highest functioning self.
There you go. Lauren and I met about 5 years ago at a Bible study, and I wasn't a certified life coach yet, but I knew that I wanted to go into some capacity of helping people, with their mindsets through healing. And apparently that's why we were drawn together. It was like instantaneous that I walked in and we saw each other, didn't know one another at all, but immediately a friendship had started from that. And as it continued, we just had this, she was coaching and I'm coaching, I became a life coach and we're coaching. And we were meeting weekly, just kind of coaching one another because every coach has a coach.
And if they don't, maybe they need one.
They need one. And this whole life vitality really birthed from that. We realized, we have places to go when we're sick now. Back when we were growing up, you weren't sick until you had a fever. Right? That's what constituted sickness.
You're like, I don't feel good. And mom says, get the thermometer. And I'm like, dang it.
You always had to have a fever. Otherwise, your butt was going to school.
Or anywhere.
Church, all of them. But when you had a fever, you went to the doctor. And 9 times out of 10, he would say, it's viral, it needs to run its course. But here are some antibiotics to work with, for the symptoms.
That just makes me cringe. You say that and every fiber of my body just kind of cringes a little bit. Yeah.
Well, what has happened is we have carried that into our adulthood now, and we're plagued with anxieties and depressions and low self-esteem and body issues and mental health struggles. And what we do is let's go to the doctor and let's get some medicine for it.
It's the Band-Aid mentality.
It's the Band-Aid mentality.
We all like a good Band-Aid, but
that's a cute one.
But sometimes we need to look a little deeper, especially if a problem is persisting. If it's not just temporary, then we got to dig deep and figure out where it's coming from.
Because what we are trying to really come across with Whole Life Vitality is you're just treating the symptoms. When you treat what's going on that way, you're just treating the symptoms. And what we want to do is treat the source of what's happening, the reasons behind what it is, what you're struggling with, and really help you work through that so that you're ripping the Band-Aid off and you're letting that thing heal at that point.
Have you ever kept a Band-Aid on something that needed air?
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
It's gross.
It's so gross. But that's what happens. And so it's funny that we didn't know that how connected our, vocations would be. But the mindset is so incredibly prevalent between all three of us with counseling, coaching, and, with health, your physical health. It's what you think about, you bring about, truly. And I had this that I wanted to share. 75 to 90% of all visits to primary care physicians are for stress-related problems. 75 to 90%. And that's from the American Institute of Health. So that's just not something that I made up for this podcast. Right. That is literal science. They have done studies and found that the stress that we keep pushing down, thinking that, it's fine, I'll just keep going, it's fine, everything's fine, is making you sick. Like actually making you sick. Not just emotionally, but making you physically sick. And I think there's another way.
Well, and we look at stress as like this scary thing that, well, everyone has it, so how do we get rid of it? And don't get me wrong, some stress is good for you.
Some stress is healthy.
If your body didn't have stress, that would be a problem too. It needs some.
You wouldn't do anything.
And work out.
Right.
Your body needs that
Yes.
so that your heart can get stronger, so your muscles can get stronger. You need your whole body to be under stress sometimes.
Yes.
But when it happens chronically and there's no break from it, that becomes a big problem. I've been reading this amazing book called The Way Out, and it talks about chronic pain.
Yeah.
And how people just get in this place where they believe, well, that's just who I am.
Yes.
That's just how things are. And how this doctor has taken the idea behind that and said, well, let's look at your brain and see what's happening.
Absolutely.
When you're in pain, you don't have any physical reason to be in pain.
Yeah.
So this pain is neuroplastic, which means has nothing to do with your actual original injury. You're healed. You're good. Now your brain just believes this is the state it has to live in. And it's that moment when you realize, oh my gosh, it's all in my head.
Yeah. Well, to piggyback off of that, everyone's got like a saying that when they hear it, it's the proverbial nail on the chalkboard. Mm-hmm. Mine is, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That one just gets me because people look at themselves and their mental health in that way, that it's genetic. So if my parents had anxiety, I have anxiety. It is what it is. So if, obesity runs in your family, it just is what it is. Depressions, it is what it is. All of those things, you're stealing your power away every time you say that to yourself. And instead, I say it is what you make it.
Yep.
That's the truth. It is what you make it. You have power within you. But every time you say those self-defeating statements, you take it away. And then it becomes who you are.
It is what it is. Just sounds like resignation.
Yes.
You're just resigned to live in this existence.
To be miserable.
When at this point we know that epigenetics is a thing and that 90% of our genes can be manipulated based with food and lifestyle. And the way that we treat our bodies and our brains can be completely manipulated.
Right.
I come from a family of obesity, and I made the decision that I wasn't going to live that life.
Yes.
I have relatives and even closer family that struggled with it their entire lives. And I said, I'm not doing that.
I want something different.
You
changed your narrative.
Yep.
But someone told you at some point, or you read something at some point that said you have the option to change your narrative. And I think for us, that's what this is all about.
Right.
Maybe you don't know
Yep.
that you can.
Yep.
You've never been told that you can because, you've had it passed down from generation. And they say, well, it just is what it is.
Well, and maybe you're in your 40s or 50s or 60s or 70s, and you're like, well, what's the point in trying to make a difference at this point?
Yeah.
And here's what I say to you. I have a wonderful client. She's so amazing, who's in her 70s. And she said something similar to that to me. And I said, what if you live to be 100?
Yeah.
What if you have 25 years left? How do you want that to look?
Do you want to be miserable for them?
Do you want to stay the same?
Yeah.
Or do you want something better than what you have now?
Do you want vitality?
Yep.
Do you want vitality?
Yep.
There it is.
I do.
I do too. I do too. And that's the mission.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mission behind what we do is
100%.
to bring awareness to just how powerful you are.
Yep.
'Cause maybe you've not been told that. Mm-hmm. Maybe you haven't been shown that. Either way, we can help because we don't do this because we were taught it. We do this because we lived it. Mm-hmm. Like we have applied all of these principles to our lives, and it's changed our lives drastically because of, what we talk about and what we believe and what we share and what we coach. Truly has changed our lives. And
every one of us comes from a place of broken. We've all had traumas in our past. We've all had loss. We've all had our bodies put through the ringer. And we made choices along the way that then ultimately led us to where we are now. And we continue to make those positive choices for ourselves every day because it's important for us, for our future selves.
we keep choosing it.
We keep choosing it. And that's what it's all about. It's
Yes.
the things that we do every single day that build up over time that lead us to our ultimate destination.
Absolutely. Your thought life changes how you experience the world, pure and simple.
Yeah.
So that's what we're about.
That's who we are. And
That's who
we
we are.
are so excited to share more about everything that we just talked about.
Absolutely.
It's just going to be so fantastic. In the meantime, we are on all of your social media platforms. Go and search for Whole Life Vitality. You can also find us at wholelifevitality.com,
Yes.
where we have a gift for you. We have a 30-day mindset bingo to get you started on this journey. Just like we said, the little things that you do every day
Impact.
consistently,
Yes.
they build up over time to make huge change. So go there, download that, and find us on social media, and we will walk you through those 30 days.
Absolutely.
You can engage, you can send us your questions or your achievements as you're going through it, and we want to cheer you on.
It's truly, guys, it is like this little printout. You can, just click on the download, print it out, and every day you're going to have a prompt to do something every day. And it's, how do you make changes?
Yep.
By implementing small steps. So these are not massive things that
No.
we're asking you to do. Very small steps. And as you complete it, share it with us. We're, we would love to cheer you on. We're awesome at
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Pride ourselves on the motivation side of things. But share it with us. We'd love to, see you, introduce who you are, be a part of the Whole Life family. So go on, get the 30-day mindset bingo. You can actually have it sign up to get it sent to your phone. You can get text messages if you want to do it that way as well. So
Yep.
awesome.
And we will see you next time.
Yes, and there will be a next time.
There will be a next
We're
time.
here.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.